Hello everyone, I am Archana Gupta and welcome to Sampoorna Adhyan channel. In my previous video, I have told you the political causes of the first war of independence. Now, in this video, I am going to tell you socio-religious causes of this revolt. These causes are also as important as political causes. तो उस समय सोसाइटी में ऐसा क्या होने लगा था या फिर रिलीजन के लिए ऐसा कौन सा खतरा या थ्रेट हो गया था जिससे लोगों में बेचैनी और परेशानी क्रिएट हो गई और इंडिया की परंपरावादी और रूढ़िवादी जनता ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट से नाराज हो गई. सो लेट्स सी द कॉजेस. Actually, at that time, the British government started to interfere in social and religious life of the Indians. They introduced a number of changes in the Indian social life and customs, which led to the Great Uprising of 1857. These changes created a kind of discontentment and distrust among the people against the British rule. It seemed to the people that their socio-religious customs that they cherished and held sacred were being destroyed by the British. लोगों को इस बात का डर हो गया था कि उनके इतने पुराने रीति रिवाजों और धर्म को ब्रिटिश डिस्ट्रॉय कर रहे हैं. द फर्स्ट चेंज वॉज दैट द ब्रिटिश थॉट देमसेल्व्स टू बी रेशली सुपीरियर बिकॉज दे बिलोंग टू द रूलिंग क्लास. ब्रिटिश खुद को भारतीयों से श्रेष्ठ समझते थे. They looked down upon the Indians and treated them with arrogance and often insulted them. They crossed all limits of decency and humiliated them by calling niggers and swines and branded them heathens. Even they dubbed the Muslims as cruel and unfaithful. British हिंदू मुस्लिम दोनों को अपमानित करते थे और शिष्टता की सारी सीमाएं पार कर लेते थे जो लोगों के लिए असहनीय होता गया. In fact, racial discrimination was also common in administration and army. Indian officials and soldiers were paid less salary as compared to the British. Also, higher posts both in the administration and the army were reserved exclusively for the British. प्रशासन और सेना में भी चाहे वो हायर पोस्ट हो या सैलरी हो भारतीयों के साथ भेदभाव की पॉलिसी अपनाई जाती थी. सो सच एक्ट्स ऑफ अनजस्ट डिस्क्रिमिनेशन alienated the British from the Indian masses. Other than this, the complex judicial system enabled the rich to oppress the poor. The cultivators were tortured and imprisonment due to non-payment of arrears of rent, land revenue and interest on debt. गरीबों और किसानों को उस समय के भेदभावपूर्ण जुडिशियल सिस्टम के कारण काफ़ी अत्याचार सहना पड़ता था. And this growing poverty made the poor desperate and led to them to join a general uprising in the hope of improving their lot. अपनी कंडीशन सुधारने की उम्मीद से पुअर पीपल ने भी इस रिवोल्ट को ज्वाइन किया. आफ्टर दैट पीपल बिकेम अफ्रेड बिकॉज ऑफ क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज. उस समय क्रिश्चियन मिशनरीज को काफ़ी प्रमोट किया जा रहा था. दीज मिशनरीज अडॉप्टेड वेरियस फोर्सफुल मेथड्स टू स्प्रेड क्रिश्चियनिटी इन इंडिया, जिससे लोगों के मन में उनके धर्म की सुरक्षा को लेकर के डर आ गया था. British made violent attacks on Hinduism and Islam. They began to interfere in Hindu and Muslim religious belief, customs and traditions and started to convert the Indians to Christianity by offering them jobs, rewards, promotions, etc. Even in 1850, Lord Dalhousie passed a law known as Religious Disability Act. According to this law, if a person belonging to the Hindu religion changed his religion, he could remain the heir of his ancestral property. According to the people, this law was enacted to promote the conversion of Hindu to Christianity. 1850 में ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट ने हिंदुओं के उत्तराधिकार कानून में बदलाव कर दिया। अब क्रिश्चियन धर्म अपनाने वाला हिंदू भी अपने पूर्वजों की संपत्ति में हकदार बन सकता था। गवर्नमेंट के इस एक्ट की वजह से लोगों को लगा कि गवर्नमेंट उन्हें क्रिश्चियन बनाने पर तुली हुई है। The Missionary Society of America established a press at Agra for the propaganda against the Hindu religion. The government also supported the activities of the missionaries, and instructions in Christianity began to be given in government schools and jails. The study of Bible was introduced in government schools. So, these activities of the missionaries perturbed the Indians. मिशनरीज की इन एक्टिविटीज से लोगों के अंदर उनके धर्म को लेकर एक डर आ गया था। इवन अ क्रिश्चियन प्रीस्ट वाज मेंटेन्ड इन द आर्मी। Along with this, let's see the changes in the field of education. There was a fear among people regarding Western education also. People started suspecting that Western education का aim डेवलपमेंट नहीं बल्कि उनके बच्चों को क्रिश्चियन बनाने के लिए या क्रिश्चियन बनने के लिए इनकरेज करना है। Because at that time the Western system of education was introduced in a number of schools. In 1829, the Bengal government established an English class in the Calcutta Madrasa, which was a Muslim institution, and later English classes were introduced in Banaras Sanskrit College. The British gave emphasis on Western education instead of Oriental learning, which was not accepted by the people, especially the Pandits and Maulvis, because it gave a severe blow to the honor, influence and privileges of the Orthodox Pandits and Maulvis. They began to raise the cry that our religion and customs are in great danger. Schools, educational institution में पढ़ाया जाने वाला सिलेबस, स्टडी मटेरियल भी क्रिश्चियनिटी के प्रभाव से अछूता नहीं था, जिससे पंडितों और मौलवियों को गहरा आघात लगा। Even they said that English were responsible for the loss of their privileges and began to provoke the people against the British. यहाँ तक कि इन स्कूल्स में यंग एज के स्टूडेंट्स को इंडियन रिलीजन यानी भारतीय धर्म के प्रति भड़काया जाता था, जिसकी वजह से लोगों में रोष उत्पन्न हुआ। Apart from all this, the government taxed that lands which belonging to the temples and the mosques or charitable institutions. So it hurts the religious sentiments of the people. Such lands had been exempted from taxation by previous Indian rulers. So the families dependent on these lands began to propagate that the British were trying to undermine the religions of India. And eventually some reforms also took place in the society, which led to the revolt of 1857. इन सोशल रिफॉर्म्स की वजह से उस समय लोगों में काफ़ी डिसकंटेंट या असंतोष भर गया। ऑल्दो दीज रिफॉर्म्स वर गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी, बट उस समय लोगों ने ये सोचा कि इन सोशल रिफॉर्म्स या सामाजिक सुधार से उनके रिलीजन पर बुरा प्रभाव पड़ेगा। बिकॉज ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड अ नंबर ऑफ सोशल रिफॉर्म्स फॉर इम्प्रूविंग द कंडीशन ऑफ द पीपल। The government had prohibited sati system, female infanticide and child marriage, and the introduction of the Widow Remarriage Act and the opening of Western education to girls were not welcomed by the masses. सोसाइटी में चली आ रही इन प्रथाओं को समाप्त करने पर लोगों को काफ़ी परेशानी होने लगी एवं उनमें असंतोष व गुस्सा भर गया। Here I will tell you about the Governor General Lord William Bentinck's most outstanding measures, that was the prohibition of sati or the burning of widows on the funeral pyres of their husbands. यहाँ मैं आपको बता दूँ, बंगाल सती रेगुलेशन 1829 की वजह से एबॉलिशन ऑफ सती स्टार्ट हुआ, जिसे उस समय के गवर्नर जनरल लॉर्ड विलियम बेंटिक ने इनैक्ट किया था राजा राम मोहन राय की हेल्प से, एंड ही ऑल्सो डिक्लेयर्ड इट अ लीगल ऑफेंस. Then came the Widow Remarriage Act 1856, which was promoted by Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. This act legalized the widow remarriage, but this was not welcomed by the conservative section of the people. Abolition of sati system या सती प्रथा का अंत व विधवा पुनर्विवाह का रूढ़िवादी लोगों द्वारा विरोध किया गया. And at that time, women education was also promoted by Savitri Bai and Jyotiba Phule. Even Jyotiba Phule established in 1848 one of the first girls' school in India. लेकिन ऑर्थोडॉक्स इंडियन के सेक्शन ने अपने सोशल लाइफ में ब्रिटिश के इस प्रकार के इंटरफेयर को पसंद नहीं किया, उनके इस तरीके के हस्तक्षेप को पसंद नहीं किया और अंततः उन्होंने विद्रोह का रास्ता अपनाने का निश्चय किया. Even introduction of modern innovation like railways and telegraph were not liked by the people. There were rumors that telegraph poles were erected to hang those who were against the British rule. And in railway compartments, people of all classes had to travel by sitting side by side, so rumors spread that the company had made this system to defy caste and religion of the Indian. भारतीय रूढ़िवादी जनता ने रेलवे और टेलीग्राफ आदि वैज्ञानिक प्रयोगों को अपनी सभ्यता के अगेंस्ट माना. As I told you that the English often ill-treated the Indians. The white men used to name the Indians not only as native but also called them dogs. Even in some European clubs, notice was given, dogs and Indians are not allowed. One magistrate of Agra ordered that whenever any local resident come across any European, then he must low down and utter Sarkar Salam on pain of fine or physical punishment. And the Indians were constantly reminded that they were slave of some alien race. ब्रिटिश इंडियंस को निम्न कोटि का मानते थे, उनसे घृणा करते थे. वे इंडियंस के साथ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन की पॉलिसी का यूज़ करते थे. इंडियंस को ट्रेन के फर्स्ट क्लास कंपार्टमेंट में ट्रैवल करने का राइट नहीं था. ब्रिटिशर के लिए बने क्लब्स या होटल्स में इंडियंस को एंट्री नहीं दी जाती थी. ब्रिटिश के इस तरीके के रवैये से लोगों में गहरा असंतोष उत्पन्न हुआ, जिसने क्रांति का रूप धारण किया. So these were the socio-religious reasons for the revolt of 1857. Watch my next video to know the other reasons of this revolt, like economic reason, military reason and immediate reason. And I hope you enjoyed this video. So please give this video one like if you really like it, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Keep learning and keep growing.